All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I believe that the Ace of Diamonds has magical properties, all right? There, I said it. I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying to yourself, Chris, you're a grown-ass man. Surely you don't believe that the Ace of Diamonds has magical properties, but I do, and it does, and I'm gonna prove it to you right now. I'll leave the Ace of Diamonds over here for now, and I'm gonna ask you to take your favorite card, or just, it really doesn't matter, a random card, anyone you like. Thank you. Show to the camera, and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave it somewhere into the deck of cards, about where you took it. And the idea is that the Ace of Diamonds, the magical properties contained within this card, are going to find your card, okay? And I know it sounds ludicrous. I know that it's not as crazy as you may think. I'm not levitating a building, but here's the thing. No matter where you stick the Ace of Diamonds within the deck, it automatically falls beside your card. And there's only one way to do that. So here, I want you to take the Ace of Diamonds, and when I say go, not yet, but when I say go, I want you to throw it within the deck somewhere, okay? You ready? Go. Right there. See, I really believe, and this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna prove it to you right now, that the Ace of Diamonds found your card. Watch. Here we go. Okay, there's the Ace of Diamonds. And obviously it found your card, but which one of these two is your card? I don't know. Is it the 9 or the 7? 9 diamonds, 7 of spades? No? Really? What? Your card is not the 9 or the 7. Oh, well. Really? Oh, you know what? Here, oh, hold on. So this is really rare, but it sometimes happens. Sometimes the Ace of Diamonds doesn't find your card, but in really, really rare cases, the Ace of Diamonds sometimes becomes your card. What's going on? Hey, Chris Ramsay here, welcome back. Today, got a pretty cool effect for you guys. This effect uses something called a double face card, and it's a bit of a gimmick. You can make one, you can buy one, you can get them free within certain decks of cards. I decided to create a little routine and to show you what you could use this for, which is actually pretty cool. This routine is pretty nice. A little bit slight intensive, but I'm also going to show you a bonus thing that you can use this double face card for that doesn't require any sleight of hand. So you're gonna get like the sleight of hand heavy version, which you should practice, and then like the non-sleight of hand version, which you can do straight up, straight away. But the non-sleight of hand version isn't really like a routine, it's more like a little move you can do, which is a lot of fun. Do with it what you wish. If you do not have a double face card, very, very simple. All you have to do is to take 2 cards, take some double stick tape, stick them back to back, and you can practice that way until you get yourself a real double face card. I like grabbing like a random gaff card out of like a pack of 52 gaff cards. And what gaff cards are, they're basically like cards that do other things or that have like magic tricks attached to them, but they're all self-contained within cardboard. They're not no flaps or weird things on them. And there's lots of routines that you can come up with using these. There's a lot out there, but you can create your own. I think there's a lot of fun in that. So I'll leave a link to like a gaff deck below if you guys want to check that out and have fun with it. I'm sure you guys will get creative with it. Oh, by the way, contest winners were chosen. Thank you to everybody who participated to get the card guards. 5 winners were chosen. They have been emailed, so check your emails. If you haven't been emailed, you haven't been chosen. Look forward to the next contest. We'll definitely be using this thing again. Regardless, today you win anyways because you're getting a free trick, so let's go. Oh, before we get into the tutorial, subscribe if you're not already subbed and hit the like button, right? Let's get into it. Go ahead and grab your favorite deck of cards and a double facer. Now, the double facer has to have the same faces as the deck of cards you're using, that goes without saying, which is the Ace of Diamonds and 7 of Hearts. All right, that's what a double face card looks like. And to make sure that this trick is going to work, you need to remove the Ace of Diamonds and 7 of Hearts from the deck completely. Make sure that there is none in there because you don't want to look silly having a duplicate. So whatever the card is, whatever the card you want to use, you want to stick face up into the face up deck, okay? So I want to use the Ace of Diamonds for this. I will leave it in the middle, face up, and this is how I'm going to start my routine. Play around with your own sort of handling, or not handling, but like presentation. My presentation is kind of self, deprecating humor where I'm kind of like, I know I'm a grown man and I believe that I have a magical card. Okay, I know how silly that sounds, right? And I believe that it's the Ace of Diamonds. So what I'm doing here is I'm going through the deck looking for my favorite card, and it kind of makes it look like, you know, this was a normal deck of cards and that's a normal card that I chose for a reason. You take this card, obviously don't flash the back, and you want to leave it aside for now. Now is where you're going to have them select a card. No matter what card they take, here is what you're going to do. You're going to perform, this is what I do. Use whatever works for you, but I'm going to run through what I do. And what I do is I use a straddle pass, a single card straddle pass, and I use basically a half pass after that to turn the card over, okay? First of all, I'm going to show you the straddle pass. So this is what it looks like from your angle, right? And it's controlled to the bottom. And this is what it looks like exposed. Okay? So exposed, there's a lot going on, but when you hide it, when you hide this, there's really not much to look at. So there's a few things going on. Once you push this in, you want to start pushing it in on an angle so that the bottom portion peeks out like this. Because that bottom portion is going to connect to your pinky. I'm pushing it in, but a little bit more on this side so that I feel it on my pinky right there. Once it's on my pinky, I'm using my thumb to actually push this card down. So right now, I'm kind of holding the card between the pinky and the thumb, and I'm kind of rocking it down, okay? Once I'm here, which is about halfway, so the corner of the card is there, the rest of the card is here, my pinky still contacts this. I'm going to use my ring finger, and with the ring finger, I'm going to sort of have it pivot on my right thumb. Pinky still here. I do this. As soon as I do that, now I tend to bend this a little bit just for less discrepancy. Out here is a little bit more obvious, so I try to bend it. Index comes here and pinky's there. Now, the only thing holding this card is the index and the pinky, hence the straddle motion, right? I'm going to take my pinky and move it down while bending the card with my index until it's released. And then I come right back under the deck, okay? Take the card, I push it on one side a bit more so that it contacts my pinky. My thumb is gonna bring it down along with my pinky. My ring finger is going to apply pressure to give it that pivot on that thumb. Index and pinky grab it here, and index and pinky moves the other way, the opposite way, so I can clear it. And it bends it and it comes back under. Basically what it looks like is like this. Your top hand should not be moving. Your top hand should look like this, and the bottom should be doing all the work. So basically it almost looks like you're doing absolutely nothing. So if I have the 3 of spades here and I go in, it should look like I've done nothing and the 3 of spades is on the bottom. So just watch that over and over again. I'm not gonna get into more detail. I think that's enough to go on for now. Regardless of how you wanna do it, you can control if you wanna use a DPS or any other way. As long as you can control their selection seamlessly to the bottom of the deck, you're golden. Once that is controlled to the bottom, let's say the 7 of spades is their selection. I like to stall here. I like to hold a second. I don't like to do the second move, which is the half pass, because there's a lot of heat, you know what I mean? So if we had that card here, and I do this, and boom, I'm controlled, I don't want to keep motioning here. I want to take a break, and I want their mind to be at ease with what just happened, which is basically nothing. And I'm going to take the double face card and explain to them that this card is going to find their card. I'm going to give them the Ace of Diamonds. So as they take the Ace of Diamonds, I'll just leave it here for now, but as they take it, now I want to grab a break underneath that card, underneath their selection, okay? So I have a break, a massive, massive pinky break, and the index is curled up here, and all I'm doing is a half pass. Literally turning the card around under the deck. But the thing is, if I do it here, that flashes. So you want to tilt down when you do this. Then the half pass is done. So normally a half pass is done with a whole portion of the deck, but you're doing that with one card. And you're just literally turning it around and squaring it up. Make sure it's square, because if it's like this, you'll get a flash. They have the card. I say, you're gonna take the card and you're gonna throw it into the deck somewhere. And as I do that, I kind of rotate the deck and I gesture. You're gonna take the card and you're gonna throw it into the deck somehow, right? And now it's already done. Now, your card is on the bottom, their card rather is on the bottom, face up. Perfect. All you need to do is to cut it into the middle. But before we do that, we're gonna have them throw this in. So they can either throw it in if you want, or they can just push it in. And pushing it in is fine too. Now as you're talking, you explain to them again, ideally your card should have found, my card should have found your card. And as I do that, I'm just cutting the deck casually. And you don't have to hide with a pass because that's another weird move. Just casually cut the deck. It doesn't really matter because you're gonna show them all the cards. And what that does is that places their selection in the middle face up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this around. And if you have a table, you can spread it on the table. If not, that's fine. Just go ahead and spread it here. So now at this point, I usually say, well, which one of these two is your cards? I act confident, like I know that one of these for a fact is your card, and at the same time, I'm showing that the whole deck is clean, and they go, no, it isn't, and I say, sometimes it doesn't find your card, but as you can see, it's not there anymore. Sometimes it becomes your card, and now, boom. Done, and if they're wondering where the ace of diamonds is, you don't show them. Pure and simple. You try to get that card back to the bottom and cop it out or something, throw it to your pocket. I don't know, whatever you want to do, get rid of it. But that's a nice little one-off routine that you can do. I also promised you that I would show you a version that you do not need sleight of hand for. I kind of do because I'm holding a camera with one hand, right? That's why it's shaky, so forgive me. A kind of tabled ambitious card routine. You're going to take the ace out of the deck, just like we did before. You can force it or you can do whatever you like. I'm going to spread the cards here. And I'm going to show you that the ace can travel through the deck up to the top, just like this. Watch. I take it here. Watch it go, it disappears and jumps right up to the top of the deck. You want to grab that duplicate card, leave it on top, spread the cards. You're going to take this, right? So whatever duplicate card you have on top, you take that one, and you're going to come with your right hand over. So it's sort of like spread and butter, that trick I taught on Assad's channel a while ago. You're going to take your right hand and go over, and you're just going to do this, and it disappears, and my middle finger catches it here and pulls it out. It's kind of magical how it travels from there to there. And that's a little bonus thing, so have fun with that. Hey, thanks so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you make the most of it. Guys, you've got I've taught two moves here, okay, that you can actually practice without a double face card and that you can use in a plethora of routines. Yeah, plethora. Words. Do with it what you will. It's a really fun thing to do, and I mean, if you ever have a double face card on you or around you and you want to use it, now you have something you can actually use it for. Definitely hit the like button if you guys did like this video, and subscribe if you're not already subbed, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace, right?